What's going on, guys? It's Scottish Vanguard here, back with another deck profile, or this time with Spike Brothers. I actually really enjoy this deck for what it is, for obviously being pretty cheap and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely a sleeper deck in my opinion in Standard. But you know, we'll just jump straight into the deck profile and what changes I would probably do in it if I did change it up a wee bit, and obviously my overall thought of the deck. So let's start off with grade 3. So we run 4 General Siegfried. General Siegfrieds is obviously our main grade 3 of the deck. Pretty fucking solid if you ask me. So its skill is Counterblast 1, put a rearguard into the soul, search your deck for the same card as the card you put into the soul, call it, and both that card and General Siegfried gain 10k not once per turn, so you can just kind of stack it up. There has been times where I've had 5 open Counterblast and I've just went and built the field up, made him 63k and built up my field with the extra 10ks. It's really good when you thing it with like Maximum, Juggernaut Maximum and Bracky, because then they both on place they've got 20k from his skill, which is really good. And yep, so and its secondary effect is when its attack hits, Soul Blast 2 and stand when your rearguards. So you can actually use this to attack a rearguard. If it hits, Soul Blast 2 restand something, which is obviously really good for a skill, especially when obviously being a force clan, you can your rearguards are, and especially with this, you put your force markers to your rearguard circles just to get them a bit bigger power. And yeah, so that's that. Moving on to the next grade 3s. We run 8 grade 3s in total, and the last 4 is Juggernaut Maximum. I did actually run Unite Attacker for a bit. I only played 2 of him. I just never really seen any use to him. He's only really good against like a kind of Kagro Excoplate built matchup, and even at that, you rarely ever seen him. And if you did see him, it was early game, and you didn't really want to keep using him. So I never really I didn't really see any point in keeping him in, so I just went back to 8 grade 3s. So Juggernaut's effect is Vanguard or Rearguard Circle. He also has the Force Marker, which is really good. I'll just give you a wee close up. There you go. Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, when he is placed, he gains 10k. Which is really good on Vanguard. If you don't see Siegfried, you don't mind riding into him first, because it's gonna be a 23 column, and it gives you a force marker on one of your rearguards circles. And its other effect is at the beginning of the main phase. You'll see this happens quite a few times in the deck. There's like another 2 different cards that have the same effect. Put it into the soul, search deck for the same card, and call it to rearguard circle. So it's pretty good. Good way to keep getting that pluses. Mills your deck, pretty much thins your deck for your triggers, and then of course obviously when it's placed, it will gain the plus 10k as well, so pretty good. I do have to apologise, I am literally just recovering from being sick, so my voice isn't 100% yet, but I thought I'd just try and get some more videos up because I've not recorded in a while. Moving on to grade 2s, we run 4 Spike Bouncer. Now Spike Bouncer is such a crucial card, it's unreal. I did have this at 3 at one point, and then mainly because I couldn't get the 4th one, because that's skint life, boy. But I couldn't get that 4th one, but I ended up finding one, so I picked it up, and I will never go back down. Spike Bouncer is just such a good card for plussing. So its skill is its first skill is Vanguard or Rearguard Circle, so you can actually do this when you ride on them, which is really good. Just gives you that advantage. Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1. Look at the top card of your deck. At the same number of cards on the top of your deck as the grade of your Vanguard. So if you ride this, you would obviously, he's grade 2, so you would check the top 2 cards of your deck, which is really good because sometimes you will end up seeing like the maximum, the Juggernaut maximum or the bracket, and it's just like, oh well, there's a pretty much a 20k 23k attacker, you know, straight off the bat. And its other effect is a rearguard effect only. It's at the end of the battle that attacked, you Counterblast 1, put it into Soul and draw a card. So it just gives you that extra draw if you do need it. 9 out of 10 times you probably will end up using the Counterblast, because the deck doesn't really use Counterblast much. The only really thing that uses a Counterblast is Siegfried, which again doesn't really need it, obviously. So the only 2 things really in the deck that use the Counterblast is Siegfried and Spike Bouncer. So you don't really mind using that extra Counterblast to get that extra draw, because it's an extra draw, like you wouldn't complain. Moving on, we have 4 Bracky, just the exact same effect as Juggernaut Maximum, however its plus 10k is only on Rearguard Circle. He doesn't have the on ride for Vanguard gain 10k, which is a little bit unfortunate, but you can understand why, because then it would be such a broken grade 2, in the sense of, you know, ride at grade 2, or boom, 20k attacking, you know. So it's a really good grade 2. Like part of the, you know, one of your win cons in the deck, just keep calling it out, smashing for big numbers, which is really, really good. So yeah. Moving on, we have, I only run 3. A lot of people you'll see run 4 Treasure Black Panther. I only need 3 because I see it a lot. I don't think I ever don't see it. And I'll only use the Soul Blast 1 to gain the plus 15k. I'll read its skill obviously in a second. When I need to try and get, what do you call it? If I need to either try and win that turn, or just try and push my opponent's cards out of the hand as quickly as possible. Which is good against lists like the OTT and all that kind of stuff that obviously have such a large hand size. So its skill is when it attacks, Rearguard Circle only, obviously. Soul Blast 1, and this unit gains plus 5k, or you can give it plus 15k, and at the end of the battle that attacked, if it gained the 15k, you put it into the Soul. So it is if you do gain the 15k, it's pretty much free, because he's just going straight into the Soul afterwards, so you don't really lose any Soul. You just really lose a Rearguard, which kind of obviously can be a bummer with General Siegfried, but if you do try and get that restand on him. But overall, still a really good card. I really like it. I might try 4, but right now 3's working fine for me. So yeah, so that's it for grade 2s. So moving on to the grade 1s, we run obviously 4 Wonder Boy. Now Wonder Boy is like one of the combos in the deck. It helps put your combos back into the deck, and it gains power from it, and it obviously has the exact same skill as, I say obviously, but it has the exact same skill as Juggernaut and Bracky to put itself back into the Soul to search up another copy of itself. So I'll just read its full skill out for you guys here. So one place, put a non-grade 1 card from your drop zone into the bottom of your deck, and he gains 5k. So you can put triggers back, you can put like Brackies or Juggernaut Maximums, you can put just anything back that you need. And his other skill is at the beginning of the main phase, put him into the Soul and search a copy of itself and call it to Rearguard Circle. So really, if you don't play for this, you played it wrong. It is just the key of the deck. It's what makes the deck function so well. So that's about that. we play 4 of Commander Gary Cannon. Now, I will be honest, I didn't play this card until recently because I didn't realise it was actually a card, because I'm a bad player and I make bad decisions in life. Pretty much what it is such an amazing card. So, its skill is, when the attack that the hits that this unit boosted, put it into the soul and draw 2 cards, put a card from your hand to the bottom of the deck. So it is really good to get that extra draw and put something that, say if you had like 2 Juggernaut Maximums or like 2 Brackies or something, or even a trigger, a lot of triggers in hand, you can put them back to the bottom of the deck. That helps filter the deck, it helps filter your hand. Because sometimes you do just want to keep the Brackies and Juggernauts in the deck and just keep one in hand, so that way you're going to get full advantage of their plus 10k when called, or plus 20k if you use Siegfried's skill to call it. So such a good card and helps the deck out. It's just as much as Wonder Boy does. Next up we play 4 Gyro Slinger. A lot of people play like 3 Gyro Slinger at times. I don't think I would. If I was to play 3 Gyro Slinger, I'd take one out and put a Black Panther in. But 4 Gyro Slinger for me works really well. I do like doing riding it using its skill, because it's just like Spike Bouncer, but it's you put a so I'll just read its effect first. That would make more sense. So when placed, put a card from your hand into the your soul. This is the Vanguard or Rearguard circle skill. Look at the top card of your deck for the same grade as your Vanguard. So if you ride this, it'll be grade. You check the top one. You know, blah 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 blah. And call it to you can call up to Rearguard circle, and it get that unit called unit gains 5k. So what I like to do sometimes is I like to ride into this skill. Because you never really neg, because it gives you that extra rearguard, and it is a good chance to try and maybe get a wee janky like Juggernaut Maximum while you're on grade 1, have it swinging at 23k, pretty much forcing your opponent to drop either like a 15k guard or take a damage, which is really good. So, well, not actually 23, sorry, it would be 28, so it would be, would it be 25k guard then? If they were in grade 1, so it'd be, and they were in 8k, it'd be 25k guard, which is pretty strong if you ask me. But I like doing that as well. So that's why I play 4 of it right now. But as I said, if I was to drop it to 3, I'd put in a Black Panther instead for that other spot. And last but not least, my favourite card in the deck, it is White Tiger End. I've seen a lot of people not play this, and I understand why, but I love this card so much, mainly because its artwork is hella cute. But what it is its skill is Rearguard. When it attacks, if you have 4 or more Rearguards, this unit gains 10k until end of turn. Until the end of the battle, sorry. So what I really like doing this and calling it to Rearguard circle and just attacking for 18k. Then obviously if it's boosting, it's, you know, it goes bigger, and it's a solid card, because sometimes your opponent will attack Rearguards, especially obviously in this deck, because your Rearguards are more valuable than obviously anything else. So if you do have this in hand, and say you've got 2 cards for the boosting, you know, if you've got these 2, boom, there you go, you know, pretty big. So I like it. You can, I don't really know what I would play instead, to be honest with you. But if you guys have any suggestions on what you would do, then just let me know. And that's it. So moving on to grade 0, sorry. So obviously we play 1 Mecha Trainer, because it's the only starter we have. I play 6 straws. Oh, help if it wouldn't stick. Oh, there it is there. 6 straws. I did run 8 crit. Obviously 6 crit, 4 heal. I did run 8 crit, 4 draw, 4 heal. I just wanted to try out 6 draw, 6 crit and 4 heal. And I'm finding that the 6 draw does help the deck a lot. But at times, obviously, I do miss the 8 crit. So it just depends on obviously how you want to play it. I'm probably going to stick with the 6 draw and 6 crit for a while, see how I like it. And then if not, I'll probably might go back to the 8 crit and 4 draw. Just the 8 draw crit obviously just gives it so much more pressure. But I prefer right now. I'm actually currently preferring the 6-6 because sometimes there is games where you just don't see those key pieces, and the draw triggers just help you see them. And yeah, that's it for the deck profile. Again, apologies that it was. You could say it was a bad video because my voice is absolutely gone. But I did obviously try. I'm now not going to speak for the rest of the day because my voice is killing me. And yes, if you enjoyed this video, please do slap a like on this and obviously subscribe. That would mean a lot. And I will try my best to bring out more content for you guys. Alright, thank you very much for watching and goodbye.